Welcome back. Milwaukee is crawling with national media this week, including the team from NBC Nightly News.
Lester Holt will anchor primetime coverage tonight just down the hall from where we're sitting right now. This morning we all got to sit down in the same room to talk about this week's events, beginning with Lester's one-on-one on Monday with President Biden.
The timing of that became really significant after the weekend.
It sure did. I mean, when it was set up, we knew we would have to talk about the debate and the calls for him to get off the ticket. But of course, then the events occurred in Pennsylvania. The only thing that changed is we were going to do the interview in Austin, Texas, at an event that the president was supposed to speak at. They decided it wasn't necessarily appropriate to travel right away, so we switched to Washington.
There were a couple moments of really strong pushback from the president in that interview. And to his point, how do you find that balance every day between covering the big shiny news object that you have to do and the stakes of an election race like the one we're in right now?
Well, I mean, it's important, obviously, to talk to the candidates, and the president of the United States is, sometimes can be a difficult interview to land, any president of the United States. And so, for an interview like that, you prepare with as many, direct and hard questions as possible. He pushes back. He's a spirited guy. He knows he's been in the politics game for a very long time, and it was a good conversation. I think we covered a lot of ground.
We've seen 3 nights of the RNC now here in Milwaukee. What have we seen from your perspective on this global stage here in our backyard?
I think you're seeing a Republican Party that is now fully in the image of Donald Trump. We've been seeing that evolve over time, but I think that you're seeing a level of unity. There's very little disharmony, at least visible on the stage.
You have nightly news from Milwaukee again tonight, and then you also have primetime coverage. What are you expecting to hear from Donald Trump? What do you think tonight is going to be like?
We've all been talking among ourselves. None of us has any real idea. We heard his son Donald Jr. speak last night with more of a typical red meat kind of a appeal. Some of the grievances, some of the things we frankly would typically hear from his father. As you know, former President Trump has said that he has essentially torn up his original speech, and will try to find a more unifying tone. We're not sure what that sounds like. Obviously he has been through a trauma, I think, that would leave all of us a little unsettled, the attempted assassination. So how he reflects that in his speech is really going to be the high point of the night.
Lester Holt, very gracious, talking with us, and then spending just a lot of time in the building saying hello to anybody who wanted to.
Well, and especially considering how busy his schedule is. And then it doesn't really get much easier, because he told us he's going to the Olympics in Paris a few days after this wraps up. And
then he's got a Democratic convention and then an election to cover. So no rest.